Okay, as promised, today about masculine energy. What is healthy masculine energy, what ruins masculine energy, and how to recognize masculine energy. So let's start. Now, last time we spoke about feminine energy. Feminine energy is energy of inspiration and receiving, right? Acceptance. Masculine energy is the energy of achievement, actions. Now, masculine energy is the energy, it's strength, right? It's something that delivers us anything. Now, feminine energy tells what to deliver. So how would you find out who is in masculine energy? You will see these people. Most of us were brought up in masculine energy. So if you went to school, you were brought up in masculine energy. Masculine energy is about organization, achievement. So if you were taught, okay, you have to study this text and then write an essay on this text, right? Based on this text, this is masculine energy. Basically, somebody was telling you, you have to prove me that you're worth this grade, you know? Feminine energy does not need to prove nothing. It already is, and it's already deserving anything. So most of us were brought up in masculine energy. Unless you were homeschooled and you were taught, you were not like constricted, you were not put in their borders, right? So you will see people with masculine energy. These are energy of fire and air. These people are selfish most of the time. They know what they want. They ask for it, even if they will get no for an answer, right? So I get the question often, why men are so not shy and they ask for whatever they want, intimacy, and they don't feel guilty for it? Well, because it is masculine energy, they are not supposed to feel guilty, right? Now, what feminine should learn is that they should be okay with asking for it too. So fire energy is very bright. It's people who are loud, who always do something. You will see them, right? These people, they always do something. They never stay in one place. They're very active. They constantly, you give them an idea, they will be doing it right away. Now, energy of air is very light. They have ideas. They never argue. You will never hear them doing something, right? Because they have ideas. They don't have time to be on this earthly kind of level, right? If you see a group of people, fire will be the loud ones, the aggressive ones, the most actions, right? Okay, let's go to karaoke. This is fire. Air will be very distant. You would think that they're quiet and they're on their own. They will be like, okay, I'm here with you, but I'm not here with you. I have plans how to conquer the world. They wouldn't conquer the world themselves. They will have fire for it. But this is their thinking, right? So air is very, masculine energy, basically very uncontrollable. You could not control masculine energy. You have to inspire, right? You kind of, for masculine energy to stay next to somebody, they need to feel really, really good. Either they have to be inspired or challenged or something like that. So don't think if a man is not constantly sitting next to you, that's something wrong with you. No, it's actually normal. I have a friend who is energy of fire. He's a Sagittarius mostly. He has a lot of placements there. That guy has a wife and kids and he's never home. I mean, he's traveling all over the world. He always finds some kind of something amusing, so it's normal. Now, what is how to be masculine, right? How to develop this masculine energy. I mean, I wouldn't recommend anybody to develop. It's already developed in us. But let's say a man is not in a very healthy masculine. So how to develop? Well, you need to put goals. This is masculine energy. You need to put goals. You need to know where you're striving for. You need to know what you need to conquer. You need to do actions. Actions is for sure and very masculine part. You have to do actions. There's no way. But only if you're in masculine energy. Remember, feminine energy does not do actions. Only something that inspires her to do. Achieve them. So man gets energy from from achieving something, from sport, and from women. So if you want to be masculine, you have to do something to get the energy, right? So you need to achieve the goals. Put small goals at first, but the goals must be present. Now you need to compete and challenge yourself. It would be good if you will compete with somebody. Now I'm in a very feminine energy. I do it for myself because I need to develop my masculine energy. Because everybody should have a healthy portion of both energies, right? So for women, should be 75% feminine energy, 25% masculine. In men, 75% masculine, 25% feminine. And if it's otherwise, it's already unhealthy. So I challenge myself. I do sports just for that. I need to develop masculine energy, and it's normal. And you need to increase goals. The goals has to go up. So there has to be constant challenge. Man grows through challenges. Remember this. Man grows through challenges. So if today I ask my man to buy me a bag for $1,000, next time I should ask him for a bag for $3,000. There is no other way. If you will be feeling sorry for a man, it will only put him down. There's no other way. So a man challenges through goals that are higher than he already reached. Otherwise he wouldn't feel like he accomplished anything. So if he already bought a bag for $1,000, it's already done deal. Now he needs something more. Give him more. Now if doing all these actions, putting goals, do actions, achieve them, compete and challenge yourself, right? And increase goals all the time. If it doesn't give pleasure, like you're doing it, but you're doing it through force, right? And you don't get pleasure after achieving it, you're in feminine energy. Now, feminine energy doesn't get pleasure from this. When I was in corporate world, I worked in finances for a long time. I never got pleasure from this. I mean, I was doing it because it was my job, but I never got pleasure. I felt exhausted and tired. So not even for a moment I felt a little pleasure. Never. I mean, it was nothing pleasurable for me. Now if you cannot do it, like let's say a man cannot, he set the goals but then he could not do actions, or he could not achieve things, this is a weak masculine energy. It needs to be developed. The best way to start is some kind of sport or a strong woman. But then why would strong woman be next to a weak masculine? I'm not sure. A mom, for example, could be. Yeah, so this is a weak masculine. Now, masculine energy is about striving, giving, caring, and providing. Remember, caring is a masculine energy. It's not feminine. It's never been feminine. Men are providers. They want to give their woman, their muse, their inspiration, the best possible setting, right? The setting that she wants. So a man, you would never find a man that would strive for a woman that is not higher than him, right? Man always wants better in life. Now a woman needs to always want better in life also. So never settle for less and never ask for less than she already has, right? Otherwise, what's the point? The man will never appreciate and be with the woman like that. Now, so to do that, a man that will do that for a woman, he needs to be charged by her all the time. How can he be charged? Is by getting inspired by a woman, right? So she will tell him, oh, I would love to go spend a couple months in France. And so and she would say, can you imagine we would sit in front of Eiffel Tower and drink coffee with croissants? Can you imagine how tasty it would be? So she gives him experience. She gives him these emotions, right? He feels that. He wants to experience that now, because only woman can experience it already. A man needs to achieve to experience. So he started planning. Okay, when can we go to France for 2 months? When can we do this? When can we do that? Right? And that's how a man grows. He grows all the time. Man needs challenges. Now also, we must remember, masculine energy could not sit around and be idle for too long. Yes, of course, they need rest and they need to be recharged, but they could not do it all the time. So there is no point in asking a man to stay next to a woman like a pet. there is no really point. A man needs to be moving. Now, when a man is not moving, he's getting dirty masculine energy. He's not developing. He will hate himself. He will hate the woman next to him. So I said in my previous video that spoiled women are loved by men. Now, unattached men are loved by women, because unattached men are on their own business. They're in a very masculine energy, right? What can ruin masculine energy? Get influenced. So if, for example, I will be a crybaby and I will like, oh, you don't spend time with me, and he will be just sitting next to me all day long. It's ruining the masculine. Masculine is the structure. It's the goals, right? So he can tell something like, that's not true. We spent Wednesday and Thursday together. Now I need to do my stuff. We can spend Sunday together, you know? So masculine has to have borders, have to know when to stay with the woman and when to do business on its own. It cannot be influenced like that. It's not right. It can be inspired but not influenced. Remember that. Also, excessive inactivity. Even if masculine energy is not doing nothing, let's say vacation, right? He still needs to do some kind of activity, maybe sport, right, or something. I mean, something that would move his energy. Otherwise, it's bad. Also, attachment. Attachment meaning he's depending on something. So he depends on something. It is really bad for masculine energy. No masculine, actually feminine either, should be dependent on anything, because that makes him weak. It makes him focusing on how not to lose this instead of striving for something. It's actually a bad thing for both energies. And no sport, I already said that, right? So if there is no sport, there is no activity, a man becomes sluggish. He goes either dirty masculine, or he goes into feminine, back into feminine energy. Especially if men were born in dominant feminine energy, sport is a must for them. Now, what is healthy masculine? Healthy masculine is a confidence, just the same as healthy feminine, right? Confidence is very selling. So it's a confident man. So he's confident in his way, right? Then he's a caring provider. Even if the masculine man is not married, he still finds somebody to provide for. Charities, his parents, his siblings, his friends. I mean, they do enjoy it, really. They do. I know it from my own experience. I have male family members, and I had so many men around. And maybe sometimes I was fighting for them to help everybody around, but I didn't understand that they enjoyed it, really. So it's better to encourage them to do that than to put it down. Now, if you feel like you need to care for somebody, provide for somebody, you're in masculine energy. Drop it. You cannot do that. It's wrong. You shouldn't be doing this. Caring, providing is a masculine energy. Now, if you want to provide and care by yourself, then basically you're activating your masculine energy, and feminine energy will go to sleep. Then you could not accept, because you're already fighting here, providing for everybody and yourself. Now, healthy masculine also can put idea into reality. So feminine gives an idea, but the feminine doesn't really know how to bring that idea about. So for example, I would say, oh, it would be so nice to go somewhere on vacation for a couple days, or maybe, you know, to go on a getaway trip or something like that. It's vague like this, right? Masculine will put that idea into something, into action and into result. Remember that. So healthy, ideally and healthy, it would be that feminine will not demand but give an idea like this. Or, you know, I would love to have a new bag. It would be so nice. I just feel like I would want to have a new bag, right? These are all just examples, please. And then the masculine will be like, okay, she wants a new bag. I know she likes this and this and this. So maybe I can, there is an event coming up, maybe I can give it to her, right? So masculine puts the idea into result. And it always, feminine energy is about pleasure and experience. Masculine is about actions and results. And I just wanted to add something. Masculine energy, better off society with actions. Feminine energy, better off society with feelings inside. So when I feel like I'm in love, I love everybody around, trust me, everybody around will feel this. Now, I don't need to do actions. I'm comforting people around me already by being around them. Now, masculine energy will do something. So they will go and feed hungry people or save somebody or something like that. So remember, if you just want to do actions, you're in masculine energy. So actions are masculine energy. Only if you're inspired and it gives you pleasure, then it's feminine. I'm waiting for your questions. And if you like this topic, you can subscribe. And I see you in the next videos.